Hey there everyone, welcome to Crappy Reviews, the home of no rules reviews. Now what's no rules reviews mean exactly? Well, it means whatever the hell I want it to mean. I don't adhere to any set professional standard. It's all raw and my own personal thoughts and opinions, and if you don't like it, don't watch it, people. It's really simple, but there's always some morons out there who don't understand what optional content is. This is a review, people. Today I'm reviewing Halo Wars on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 because this is one of those backwards compatible games. Keeping your gaming library is a damn wonderful thing. I remember growing up when I first got a PC, I would play some real-time strategy games on it, and I kind of enjoyed them. But there weren't many on consoles. So imagine my surprise when they mixed a real-time strategy game with my favorite shooter series, Halo. I was actually very thrilled at this, and the fact that the controller-based movements didn't hamper the game in any way was a definite added bonus. It's very tough to pull off. Now graphically, Halo Wars really still holds up. The details from the smallest to the largest are all very well taken care of. I must admit I was a bit surprised with how great everything looked. Even the textures and the vehicles all looked amazing. The warthogs look great, the characters look great, everything looks phenomenal, the frame rate is steady. Having an RTS themed after Halo was a tricky thing to do, but they managed to pull it off completely. And it not only looks fantastic, but more importantly, the game runs really well on both the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, so it doesn't matter which one you play it on. Now, the gameplay of Halo Wars should be pretty self-explanatory if you've ever played an RTS game. It's a top-down view, of course. You control your squad and send them in to build different defenses and create new units and vehicles. You go off into battle, and there's a few different modes to choose from as well. There's a story mode, there's an online skirmish mode, and what's really cool is that the campaign can be played cooperatively if you know someone who's into RTS games, which is actually pretty damn fun. In general, ground vehicles are effective in combat against infantry, infantry are effective against aircraft, and aircraft are effective against vehicles. Most units have a unique special ability. For example, human marines throw the grenades, while the warthog vehicle can run over enemies, just like in the Halo games. Humans have access to their ships, and so on and so forth. The game story is actually pretty kick-ass, and it takes place about 20 years before Halo Combat Evolved, which was the first Halo first-person shooter game to release. I think the best part about Halo Wars is the fact that the cutscenes are all very well done. They're phenomenal. The voice acting, the cutscenes themselves all look really great, and all the lore ties into the entire Halo series. I've always said that the Halo lore is deeper than Star Wars, and so it makes complete sense to have other games telling those stories. An RTS game made perfect sense, as would like a Telltale Games type of game. I think like that would make a lot of sense too in the Halo universe. I feel like there's a ton of stories to tell, and Halo Wars does a fantastic job at telling a fun and interesting Halo story while keeping with the lore of the Halo franchise and not making it cheesy or anything like that. In Halo Wars, there are a limited number of potential locations for bases on each map. That makes defense a priority. You'll want to set up your defense very quickly and very efficiently. Now, you're not defeated until all your bases are destroyed, unless you make a new base really fast. The army of the player that you're playing also has to be destroyed to be defeated. So it's either defeat them or they defeat you, and you have to destroy all their bases or they have to destroy all your bases. Now, your units are trained, buildings can be upgraded, your special abilities can be activated using resources called supplies, and these supplies can actually be found on the battlefield. Or you can actually generate them by building supply structures at your base. Now, a greater number of these buildings produce more supplies, obviously, and some structures and upgrades become available only after you achieve a certain tech level. It's not very complicated, it's all very standard and basic terms of RTS games, and they've made it very simple. I think this is a very simplified RTS game. Halo Wars is a great entry point for new RTS gamers and a fun RTS for seasoned gamers alike. Like, I've played a lot of RTSs and these are fun. Halo Wars 2 is on the way this year, and Halo Wars 1 backwards compatibility means that there's absolutely no reason not to play this game. Halo Wars gets a fantastic 8.75 out of 10. It holds up very well. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. Rack 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crapgamer out.